Hey Gemini, it's Suzanne with Sunny Forest Tarot here to do a weekly reading for you. I hope you had a nice Memorial Day if you were in the States. All right, so I'm just gonna let Spirit guide us for this reading. I'll let you know how I'm doing it here. I've got an astrology card here, and then I'm going to use one of my decks just to get a topic. Okay, so we have air energy here. That's you. Let's see what we have here for Gemini. All right, so we've got the moon. We've got feelings here. So in some way, this reading today is about feelings. All right, moon energy could be Pisces energy. You might be dealing with a Pisces. So let's take a look here. What do we have? Idealistic. So again, this is air energy. I feel like when it comes to you right now, you are dealing with something or somebody, and it has to do with some very idealistic feelings that you have for that situation, for that person. All right, so let's get some tarot here and see what this is about for you, okay? All right, so the first card here is going to represent you. The second card is going to represent you and another person. Third card is going to represent communication. Just move these over a little bit. Okay. The fourth card is going to represent the circumstances, and then the fifth card is going to represent what is evolving or changing here. Okay, so let's take a look at you here. What do we have? All right, so we have the Two of Wands. So anytime, we feel like we're looking at something from an idealistic perspective, we're pretty sure that's how we want something to work out. If it's an ideal, then we can't really see a better way. So with this Two of Wands here, it feels like you have made a decision about something that you have very idealistic feelings about. But as far as taking action, of course, we have Wands here, which indicates possibly some action has happened or is going to happen. But I feel like the action is the decision around something that you have idealistic feelings around, or somebody that you have idealistic feelings around. So let's take a look at you and another person. Okay, Ten of Wands. All right, so Ten of Wands. That's I tend to be a very idealistic person. So I kind of live in my own idealistic world. And the reason I'm telling you this is because with this card here, there's something with this other person. This other person might bring you like almost down to earth a little bit. You might require a little grounding. I know that in a lot of cases, I'm sure that I have required a little bit of grounding. I don't like it. I definitely don't like it, because this is where I like to be, for sure. So whoever this other person is, they tend to ground you, and maybe not in the most pleasant way. So this is where you want to be. This is where you are right now. You're making decisions based on this. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. We definitely have to explore that a little bit. All right, so let's look at the communication. Star, card of Aquarius. Okay, so you might be dealing with an Aquarius. So I feel like where things have been probably pretty good with this person is with the communication. And so that's why this might not make a lot of sense right now. Okay, you've made a decision about somebody, things feel good, or things feel like they're moving towards what you would consider to be your heart's desire, possibly in a relationship, but this might not be a relationship. It might be a situation of some kind. So let's take a look at the circumstances. And then we have the Hermit. So this is energy of Virgo, okay? And the way that I'm picking up this energy right now is the perfectionistic tendencies of Virgo. You know, with this lantern, you know, he only sees what he wants to see, right? And I feel like I feel like you're more than likely you're allowing yourself to do that. And like I said earlier, it's honestly, this isn't a bad place to be at all. This is a nice way to go through life. It's not always realistic though, right? And I feel like this might be a little bit of realistic crud that, you know, is here in this situation in some way. But the circumstances surrounding this, surrounding maybe some really nice communication you've had with this person, it's like you're seeing what you want to see right now, but I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. So what's evolving? What's changing here? All right, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. I like that. So this is probably something that is being given birth to in some way, or something is it's in the idea phase, it's in the fantasy phase, it's something that you're thinking about, and you're thinking very positively about it. With the Ace of Pentacles, what's changing is it's coming down into the real world. All right, Pentacles are about what's happening in the physical world. And I feel like what's changing here is that the intentions between you and a situation, or you and a person, are becoming real. So let's take a deeper look. I want to see what has been decided. I want to take a look at what maybe another level of your idealism. We definitely want to look at this Ten of Wands. We also want to look at the Ace of Pentacles. All right. So for you, what decision has been made? All right, so we've got Two of Wands, and then we have the Two of Swords. So what it feels like to me is that even though you've made a decision that feels probably really good, maybe very idealistic, you're not really ready to show that yet. This card over here, this Two of Wands, I always call it the no action card, because the action is happening with a decision, but it's not about moving something forward just yet. So you're hiding the fact that you've made a choice. That's what I feel like is happening here. You're hiding it. So let's look at this idealism, or idealistic. Look at that. Ace of Cups. We have feelings here. Cups are feelings. This is new. We have Ace of Pentacles. We know that. So you are very much in this kind of bubble love phase with somebody, or with some idea that you have. It's new. It feels good. Your cup runneth over. Okay, it's like you're full of love. You're full of good feelings. You're full of idealism. So it's interesting that you could be in this energy and in this energy at the same time, because you're making a choice not to share your choice or share your heart. So let's take a look here, because this place represents you and another person. And we have the Ten of Wands clarified by the Seven of Cups. So, like I said earlier, you know, it feels like it's like your head is in the clouds a little bit. You know, all of these cups, it's like, what do I want? What do I want in my cup? What do I want someone else to present in their cup to me? It feels like I've got a lot of choices here, but Seven of Cups is a very dreamy, you know, energy. Like I said, it feels like we're way up in the clouds a little bit. And it might be because we're excited about something, because something feels really new. There's nothing wrong with that. And whatever communication you're having with this person feels really good to you. It feels like you're headed, you know, up into the sky, towards that star, towards your heart's desire, right? Everything feels good here. And you're only allowing yourself to see what it is that you want to see right now. Everything feels perfect. But we're not doing anything about it per se. So then we get the Ace of Pentacles, which is what's changing here and bringing us into the real world. I feel like this has just been a thought, a fantasy, or something that you like thinking about. But now what's changing is it's coming into the physical world here. So let's clarify that. All right, so we have the Five of Swords. I feel like, you know, this card definitely represents resistance. Resistance to maybe somebody's intentions to bring it into the physical world. Bring a relationship into the physical world, bring a situation into the physical world. I feel like it's met with resistance from you a little bit, because it takes you out of this ideal world that I feel like you're enjoying. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It literally can keep your vibration high. So I do feel like you're in a fairly high vibration right now. So let's get one more on this Five of Swords. And then I want one more on this Two of Swords. So let's see. Back to you. Knight of Wands. That's Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with a Sag. But, you know, when it comes to you right now, there's something that you know that you want to do or that you want to move forward towards, but you're not, for whatever reason, you're not allowing your heart to open up to the physical world. So, and the reason for that is because I feel like there's a gap between knowing what it is that you feel and making something happen. So Knight of Wands shows up. Knight of Wands, this knight is on a horse that's, you know, basically kind of unruly, and we don't know where he's going. So I feel like you don't necessarily know how to get where you're going with your idealistic outcome here that you want. So then we get into the circumstances, which is the Hermit. So it's like the Hermit here would do better to wait until daytime so he could see everything that's around him. Because right now, you know, he's moving in the night. You know, you might spend a lot of your nights in this kind of dreamy energy, something that you enjoy thinking about or enjoy looking forward to. But there's something about the circumstances around this that needs to come to light, because you're only seeing one small part of something or one small part of a person. So then that brings us to what's changing. And, you know, somebody I feel like wants to bring this into the physical world, wants to make it real. And then I feel like you're bringing resistance to it, which I feel up here. And it's because it feels like there's a gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. So I'm almost feeling like Six of Swords energy. All right, close. Eight of Swords. You're stuck. You're stuck because you have resistance to bringing something, to making something real. Okay? Whether you're a masculine, whether you're a feminine, you definitely enjoy the thought of somebody. You definitely enjoy the fantasy of somebody. But the question is, why is there so much resistance in making it real? You know, just because it feels very idealistic right now in your thoughts, there's no reason that that can't transfer to the real world. All right? So let's see, what cards do I want to use here? I want to use these. All right, so one for you and one for whoever else, whoever this person happens to be here. All right, so one for you. What do we have? Whoops. All right, energetic clearing. So I feel like that's really appropriate here because we had 10 of Wands around the connection, which I feel like is possibly there's a masculine here that is trying to bring this into the physical world or make this real. And whoever the feminine might be, and it could go either way, but whoever the feminine might be putting up resistance, fighting it a little bit, thinking maybe it's not quite the right time. This says, during crisis, the Holy One herself may be emptying you of fear and attachments, preparing you to receive her luminous plan. So what that tells me is that, you know, you might not even know why you have some type of resistance to making this real, but it could be that your energy needs clearing of fear. There's clearly fear here because everything feels good except that there's this resistance, right? For this person, what do we have? We have sacrifice. Sacrifice, or sometimes surrender, is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions. It's a sacrifice to love. So that could be what the 10 of Wands was, why the 10 of Wands was coming up. This person may not have been in any way looking for a relationship. They may not have been looking for any type of connection. You know, there's this feeling like, you know, I have no choice but to pursue. I have no choice but to pursue Gemini. And this person is probably making some sacrifices in order to focus on love or focus on connection with you. And it's almost like they're making some type of sacrifice, and at the same time, I feel like you want this, and at the same time, you're also resisting it. There's some type of beautiful, idealistic romance happening here. And I feel like you just don't see the whole picture. Or maybe this other person doesn't see the whole picture, but I'm feeling more like it's you, because this is your reading. So I'm kind of leaving you in the lurch a little bit there, but there's something around your energy, and it might be coming from past experiences with love. and it's like you just don't want to go down a dark path in love again. So it's much easier to stay in that high-flying place of idealistic feelings and hopefulness around a new romance. But that is what I have for you, Gemini. If you're looking for a deeper, more personal reading, please reach out to me. If not, no worries. I will talk to you next time. All right? Thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye.